Hey YouTubers, I'm back. Um, what I ended up doing this week was I found a Benelli M4. This is basically my third M4. Had one around 4 years ago. Put the shell carrier, a Dave's +2 on it, and got bored of it, so I ended up selling it. Bought one around a year and a half ago. Was able to find the straight field stock for it, and bought not the titanium tube but the steel tube from Freedom Fighter Tactical. He's based out of California, and I was on the phone with him for roughly 40 minutes. Great guy, knows what he's doing, so I ended up buying the tube from him, a bigger charging handle. I think I bought the 1/2 inch, I don't know if it was titanium or steel charging handle from him, and installed the straight field stock. Had that for around, I think, 8 months. Got bored of it, sold it, and just a couple of days ago, I was strolling my local Walmart and realized, man, there is no ammo out there, with exception for all the shotgun shells. So I figured, you know what, a buddy of mine has an M4 that he's not using and he wanted to sell a while back. So I called him and he basically sold it to me, same price that he paid for it a couple of years ago. You know, I think he paid like $1,600 or something like that. So I said, okay, if you don't want it, I'll buy it. And so this is brand new, never been fired, box, everything. It's just been sitting in his safe for, I guess, he bought it from, I told him about it around 4 years ago, and he bought it at Gander Mountain, and I think the receipt on it showed like close to $1,700 with tax. So this thing is basically new, old stock, I guess you can say. I haven't decided what I wanted to do with it yet. I think my first option would be, I'm going to SBS this thing, and so I'm not going to get any type of extension tube. I'm going to order the 14-inch barrel, and with that, I think you basically just remove this, and the cap is going to come right here, so you're going to keep the stock magazine tube. If not, I'm going to either order the extension tube from either, I would say, Carrier Comp. I think he's based out of, he's in Florida, or Freedom Fighter, and he's based out of California. One thing for you guys with the Benelli M4 is that, and this is from my personal experience, when I first ordered the Dave's, it came with his own spring, and the spring didn't work too well. I would highly recommend that you either order the Wolf spring, and I don't know if Freedom Tactical has it, but I know for sure Carrier Comp, he sells either 2 springs with the nice aluminum follower, the red follower, that's going to go in here, and that is well worth it. I mean, that is it's a longer spring, and it's going to give more force to eject that 7th round. On the Dave's, what happened was that the spring that came with his extension, a lot of time on that 7th round, it wouldn't push it into the carrier. It wasn't enough force to push it back there. But with the Wolf, go with that route, because that is just that's going to work 100%, and you're able to load 7 rounds of 2 3/4 shells into the tube. And then I think that on my first one, I ran the Mesa, the 6 shell carriers. I'm a lefty, and at first I tried the 8, and it didn't work too well, because it ended up, the 8th one will end up hitting me in the fingers. So for all you lefty out there, stay away from the Mesa with where you're able to do 8 rounds. 6 is plenty. And then I think there's another company that makes the shell carrier. Stay away from that one because they suck. I had that. I bought that for my Benelli the Nova, and that thing broke within, I think, 2 weeks. So stay with the Mesa stuff because that one is just really, really nice, and you're going to end up replacing the rails. It's a one piece. It comes rail, and then it has the carrier holder on it. So stick with that one. Oh, and I forgot to mention that on my first one, I had the Surefire rails on it also. And you know how it is, guys. You wanted to deck it out, put all kinds of stuff, but I think I'm gonna just keep the stock because what ended up happening was I didn't put the lights on there, and it's heavier, and you end up putting the coverings on it anyways because it's uncomfortable shooting without putting the rail covers. So unless you're going to run the lights on it and so forth, then it's worth it. If not, then just stay with the stock one. And I think there's a couple of companies out there that makes the polymer with just the little Picatinny rails on it on both sides, and then I think on the bottom. And then the charging handle, I think that the configuration on that is like you can get it 1/2 inch or 3/4 in steel, stainless, or titanium. I think for sure I'm going to go with at least a 1/2 inch in stainless. I really don't need the titanium on that. And that's pretty much it. I'm not going to do the collapsible stock because even on my ARs, the collapsible stock, I keep it in one position anyways, so that way I'm able to just pick it up, shoulder the weapon, and I'm good to go. So I'm probably either going to go back to the field stock or just stay with this and then SBS the rest of the weapon and do the 14-inch barrel. And there you have it. This is my brand new, for the third time, Benelli M4. You guys take it easy.